What's going on, Solid Steppers? It's Miss Ward. I'm sitting here now prepping and pre-gaming for my next stop and also catching up on some, because people always ask me how I do what I do. So I'm just going to give you guys a quick little snapshot. I apologize. I'm not a cinematographer. I'm just trying to give you game as I roll it out. So right now, I knocked out my 7 o'clock appointment. Went and took care of the Samsung dryer diagnostic, scheduled him for a dry vent cleaning for one of my boys that does that. And I'm on to my next one, which is a dishwasher that will not start. It's a Whirlpool product. But in between, I had to return some calls and texts. It's 8:05 a.m. right now. So I started in a place called Weston, and now I'm in a place called Parkland. So it was about a 20-minute drive between the two. So I've already notified this customer. I'm not supposed to see him until 9 a.m., but I'm going to see him about 8:15, 8:30. That way I stay ahead of my schedule. In the meantime, I'm following up on parts that I've ordered or and tracking numbers just to make sure, and I'm updating customers. This is what I mean about time management. You got to stay on top of your game. People got time to play and do this and that, but how productive are you being during the day? Before I even started this, when I got here, I actually took about 5 minutes to just meditate and get my head into space because I do a lot. And I'm very clear I have to keep my mental in order because I'm into what they call human hacking. Anybody that follows Tim Ferriss is like the best at that. This is the guy that wrote the 4 Hour Work Week. And if you follow all of his books, 4 Hour Body, 4 Hour Work Week, 4 Hour Chef, Tools of Titans, it deals with taking the human mind and the human body and maximizing your output and your abilities because we are capable of phenomenal things, but you have to know the machine. And the machine is you. You have to know what you have to intake, what you have to immerse yourself in to be super productive and on point. So just an insight. So what I'm doing right now, like for instance, I'm dealing with a Samsung waterfall issue, and this is the dishwasher, and there's a little magnet that always has a problem. So everything I have except for this damn magnet. So I'm following up. Now, people who are following me, they and who are in the business, you totally understand why I'm anal about this. Because what people don't understand is stuff falls through the cracks all the time, and the only person left to pick it up is who? You. So if you know these are going to be an issue, like this morning, all I kept thinking about was organization. All I kept thinking about is, I use a app and my customers schedule their own appointments because I'm really about efficiency and technology. And I have to make sure that I have spaces that I block off so I can get this done, so I can take care of recalls or callbacks or whatever, because anybody in this game talking about they don't have no recalls, they lying. They lying, and you got to find a way to take care of customers. And a lot of times it's not a recall, it's just customer error, or a customer just needs some attention. But if you're going to be successful in long term, you got to make sure that those things are in order. So that's basically what I'm in the middle of doing right now is I've communicated with customers, let them know the update on their parts. Some of my customers need some TLC, so I'm going to have to reach out to them. So, and I got some customers that just don't want to let go. I'm like, look, there's nothing else I can do for you. They wearing me out, man. But at the end of the day, it all comes with the game. And then I pick and choose my customers carefully because, I have no problem with going the extra mile for people. But there's some people that just ain't, it's not worth it, man. It's just not worth it. It's just a headache waiting to happen. And when you see that, you got to learn how to understand what that is and move on. So basically, that's what I'm in the middle of doing. So I'm structuring my schedule, and what I'm doing now is I'm moving some customers that need some work done into an open day, and I'm locking and blocking those times now so that another customer who needs services doesn't take their spot. And it takes me only about 2 minutes to do this because I have my system so streamlined. But this is what I'm talking about. People ask me, and the app that I use is WorkIz. I keep telling people about WorkIz, and they have a booking link. Now, I had them tailor my booking link to my industry and what I needed. I recommend you do the same. Their basic package starts with at about $80. That gives you a phone number. It gives you all the basics. It doesn't give you the booking link, but you can add that on. And for me, I feel like you have to pattern yourself after the big guys, but you have to add that personal touch to stand out. And that is what has really, really made me successful. So, with that said, I'm going to start playing with y'all, and I am going to get back to work. Thank you for listening.